Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Sri Chandra's distance learning program. Dear intermediate first year students, today we are going to solve a very important exercise that will be asked in your final exam without fail. Without that question, your question paper will not be prepared. That question carries 8 marks. So, according to the examination point of view, today's class is very important. So, please don't go anywhere. Try to concentrate on the class and try to learn this exercise compulsorily. Okay. What we were learning? We were learning about al-kalimatu aqsamuha, the word and its kinds. Okay. The word means alif, ba, ta, tha. These are known as letters. The collection of these letters known as the collection of these letters which gives some meaning known as al-kalimatu, word. And kalima has 3 types in Arabic. One, al-ismu, noun. Noun again can be classified into an-nakiratu and al-marifatu. An-nakiratu indefinite noun, al-marifatu definite noun. Okay, whereas al-failu, verb is, it denotes an action. It has 3 types, past, present and future. Whereas next is al-harfu. Harf is, it does not belong to the category of ism, and it also does not belong to the category of al-failu, verb. It gives the meaning but not clear. When we want to understand its complete meaning, then we must have to join it. We must have to combine it with other words. Then it will give its clear meaning. Till that time, it is not in clear. It is not in clear meaning. It is not in clear in meaning. Okay. So we are starting today. Al-ismu, its kinds. It has two types. According to al-bus'a, according to its capacity, it has 2 types, an-nakiratu and al-marifatu, indefinite and definite noun. What is indefinite noun? Indefinite noun is a word which denotes any person, place or thing. It ends with nunation and does not accept alif lam in the beginning. It gives the meaning of a, and few, some, etc. Whereas definite noun, it is a word which is used for a particular place or thing, and it accepts alif lam in the beginning. It has alif lam in the beginning and ends with 1 dhamma, 1 kasra, 1 fatha. Okay. Al gives the meaning the, equal to the in English. Okay. So we will solve this on the board. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today's exercise is very important according to the examination point of view. So dear students, focus your total concentration on the board. Here we write Bismillah. Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Okay. As I told you, we are dealing with al-kalimatu. We are learning about al-kalimatu wa aqsamuha. Over. Now we will take al-kalimatu again. Al-kalimatu has 3 types. Number 1, al-ismu, al-failu, al-harf. Okay. Al-kalimatu means word. W-O-R-D. Word. Al-ismu means noun. And al-failu means verb. Al-harfu means particle. Already I have given the definitions of these 3 words. Al-ismu, noun. Noun is the name of person, place, animal or thing, or it is every word by which we can name a person we can name a place, we can name a thing, we can name an inanimate object, or anything else is named with the help of this. Al-Failu, it signifies an action. It is an action word. It may be the action of past, present, future, imperative or prohibitive. Al-Harfu, particle, it is every word whose meaning is not clear without accompanying other words. Okay. So we are studying, today we will study about al-ismu min haisil wus'ati. According to capacity, min haisil wus'ati, it has two kinds. An-nakiratu and al-ma'rifatu. Okay. An-nakiratu means indefinite noun. Indefinite noun, and al-ma'rifatu means definite noun. Okay. Are you following? Now, is the board clear? So, yes, board is not clear. Now you can see the whole board. Here we have Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, al-kalimatu aqsamuha, the word and its kinds. Al-kalimatu has three types, al-ismu, al-failu, al-harfu. Al-ism has two types according to the capacity. An-nakiratu, indefinite noun, al-marifatu, definite noun. What is indefinite noun? An-nakiratu. An-nakiratu or indefinite noun, it is a noun shows imparticular object. Ghairu muayyanin. It is not particular. It denotes a person, place, animal or thing which is not particular. It is a common. In other words, indefinite can be called as common noun. And in other words, definite noun can be called as proper noun. Okay. An-nakiratu means indefinite noun, and it is any person, any place, any thing, any inanimate object or anything else. It is any. Okay. But whereas we come to al-marifatu, al-marifatu is a particular place, particular person, particular thing, particular object, particular inanimate object, etc. An-nakiratu, al-marifatu. What are the signs of an-nakiratu? An-nakiratu signs. The signs of an-nakiratu is it does not have alif lam in the beginning. This cross mark denotes that it does not accept alif lam in the beginning. Okay. And it ends with, in the ending it has nunation. Double zabar, double z, double pesh, fathatan, kasratan, zammatan, tanweenu fathin, tanweenu kasrin or tanweenu dhammin. It ends with do pesh, double z, do zabar, do z. And it does not take alif lam in the beginning, the sign of nakira noun, common noun. Whereas al-marifatu, here I will write al-marifatu. Al-marifatu or definite noun, signs. Signs. In the beginning, it has alif lam. It accepts alif lam. Okay. In the beginning, it accepts, it takes alif lam and ends with ending one dam, one fatha, one kasra or one zamma. For example, here qalamun, qalam, a pen. And as you know that this tanween gives the meaning a, and some, few, etc. Okay. So we take A here, A qalamun, a pen. Where it comes to al-qalam in the definite noun, al-qalam, al-qalamu, when it takes the definite article al, then it does not accept tanween at the end. So we have to give one dhamma. Al-qalamu, the pen. Al means T-H-E, the. Okay. Is it clear? Now, the rule is to convert a proper noun into, to convert a common noun or indefinite noun into a definite noun, we add alif lam in the beginning. We prefix alif lam to the common noun. How to convert the common noun into proper noun? Here are the rules. We have to bring alif lam in the beginning of the common noun, then it can be changed to proper noun. Here, as I did here, qalamun, al-qalamu. So in the exam, he will ask you to convert the following nakira into marifa and al-marifa into an-nakira. So he will ask you to convert the indefinite noun into definite noun and definite noun into indefinite noun. So first we have to, what are the steps to do this exercise? First step, step 1. First step is identification. First we have to observe that the given word is nakira or marifa. Identification. When we analyze, when we observe, when we find that a given word is nakira, then we come to the second step. Step 2. Step 2. If it is nakira, then we have to make it marifa, proper noun. Okay. Conversion. Okay. First we have to identify the given word. It is a common or a proper noun or indefinite or a definite noun. Then we have to convert. If it is common noun, we have to make it proper noun. If it is proper noun, then we have to make it common noun. Conversion. Okay. Note, it is incorrect. If we are giving both al-khalamun, we are taking alif lam in the beginning and nunation at the ending. This is not correct. This is wrong. What would be the meaning? First we have to write da, a, pen. Da, a, pen is not a word which is used in English. So this is also wrong in English. So similarly, we cannot use the definite article and the indefinite sign simultaneously at the same time. Al-khalamun is incorrect. It is wrong. It is not correct. That is the reason we should not write alif lam. If we are taking alif lam in the beginning, then we must avoid nunation. If nunation exists, then we have to leave alif lam. Got it? Okay. Now, what we will do? Now we will solve the most important exercise. Okay, I shall rub the board of this side first. This I will rub. Okay, as you know, this you have studied earlier. Now I will write the exam question, which will be asked in your exam. There is no choice. You have to. This exercise will be given definitely. Without this exercise, the paper will not be prepared. Okay. What is the exercise? Exercise is, here it is given. So far, from the beginning point of view, we have solved exercise 1, 2. and 3. Yesterday, in our day before yesterday's class, we have solved the exercise number 3. So take this exercise as number 4. Okay. Fourth exercise. And in the exam, it will come in your bit number 14. In the bit number 14, he will ask you this question. What is the question? How will convert, how will means convert ayya, how will ayya samaniyatin 8, any 8, how will ayya samaniyatin convert any 8 minal atiya from the following. Okay, how will convert ayya samaniyatin any 8 minal atiya from the following min from minal marifati ilan nakirati wa minan nakirati ilal marifati. Okay. How will ayya thamaniyatin minal ayati minal marifati ilal nakirati wa minan nakirati ilal marifati? This is the question will be asked in your exam, and the translation will also be given in the exam. Need not to worry that how to read Arabic text. We are not familiar of reading the Arabic text without the i'rab, without the zabar zair pesh. So need not to worry. The question translation will be given in the exam also. The translation is convert any 8 in definite noun, convert any 8 definite nouns into indefinite nouns, and vice versa. I am writing here vice versa. Instead of writing vice versa, we may take as convert any 8 definite nouns into indefinite nouns and indefinite nouns into definite noun from the following. This is the question. The first word is qalamun. Now, first give step number 1, identification. The word is given qalamun. So, how to convert this indefinite noun into definite noun or the definite into indefinite? First, we have to observe that the given word relates to definite noun or indefinite noun. How we will identify this? We will identify this with the help of signs. What are the signs of common noun, nakira noun? It does not take al in the beginning. So here we can observe that alif lam is not there in the beginning. So this is the sign. We can declare this as a indefinite noun, nakira noun. It is a nakira. Why? Because it does not have alif lam in the beginning. Got it? So we have to convert these into definite noun. So first we have to prefix al, then we have to copy qaf, lam, mim as it is. Al khala. Instead of tanween, we will use one dhamma. Al qalam. Qalam, al qalam. Answer is over. One mark will be allotted for this. He will give you the word qalamun. He will ask you to convert this into that. So what is this? If this is indefinite, then that will be definite. If this is definite, then that will be indefinite. Got it? Here, qalamun, a pen, al-qalamu, the pen. Need not to give the meaning in the exam, just we have to convert it. Conversion is over. He is not asking you to write the meaning as well, but he is asking you to convert it. So then we will proceed toward the next word, B. Al-baytu. Al-baytu. However, I will write the meaning here to ease the students to learn the students' meaning. That will support in your translation bit. Qalam, al-qalam, the pen. I am translating this word. Answer I am translating. We have to copy the question word in the answer sheet, qalam. Then we have to write al-qalam. Al-baytu is given. Now apply step number 1. We are applying step number 1. Here we can observe that alif lam is there in the beginning. So alif lam is the indication, alif lam is the signifying sign of what? In definite noun, correct? Alif lam is the indication of definite noun. So we will consider this word as a definite noun, means marefa noun. So we have to convert this into indefinite noun. So what to do to convert this word into indefinite noun? Just simply we have to drop alif lam from the beginning. Okay. We have to drop alif lam from the beginning. We have to take ba, ya and ta. Baytu. So when it is indefinite, we can give 2 zammas at the end of the word, baytun. Baytun means a house. Okay. Baytun means a house. So it is very easy, need not to worry. This carries 8 marks in your exam. In the final exam I am talking about. In the final exam, this bit carries 8 marks. So it is very important bit. I am giving this as 3 asterisk marks here. This is very important bit. If anyone facing the problem in understanding this exercise, please ask us. Okay. It is a very easy exercise. Simply we have to see whether the word begins with alif lam or not. If it is not beginning with alif lam, then we have to put alif lam. If it is beginning with alif lam, then we have to drop alif lam. Simple. Next word is al-muhandisu. 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 What we have to do is step number 1, identification. First step is to identify the given word, which category it belongs. To which category it belongs? It belongs to the category of definite noun. Why? Because alif lam is there in the beginning of the word. When alif lam is there in the beginning of the word, then this word will be considered as definite noun. So what we have to do? We have to convert the definite into indefinite. So what we will do? We will drop alif lam from the beginning. As I write here, muhandi su. Instead of su, we will take 2 zammas because it is a nakira noun. Muhandisun. We will drop al and we will write muhandisun. It means an engineer. It means an engineer. Got it? Next. Okay, I will write a few more words on the board. Then I will ask you to convert this. Okay, in the doubt clarification, you have to answer me about these words. D, E, F, E, F, G, H. Okay. We will write khadimun. Khadimun, servant. Al-mudarrisu. Al-mudarrisu, teacher. Al-mudarrisu, the teacher. Okay. Rajulun. Rajulun, man. Al-babu, the door. Okay. Al-waladun, a boy. We will stop here. I will ask you to convert these 5 words into the asked word, asked exercise. Khadimun. It is a definite noun or an indefinite noun? It is indefinite, then you have to convert this into definite. Al-mudarris, it is a definite or indefinite? It is definite. Why? Because alif lam is there in the beginning, so we have to convert this into indefinite. Rajul, alif lam is not there in the beginning, we have to convert this into definite noun. Al is there, then we have to drop al, we have to convert this. Alif is not there, alif lam is not there, we have to put alif lam in the beginning. Got it? With this, we will stop our class here. We will start the doubt clarification session. Okay. If you are having any doubt regarding this exercise or the previous exercises, please ask me, raise your hand and ask me. Okay? Right. Thank you.